Welcome friends. Today I am going to discuss the biochemical role and practical applications of growth hormone gibberellins. So this gibberellin phytohormone or growth hormone plays important role in performing the various physiological roles. There are total 9 biochemical roles or physiological roles of gibberellins. So I am going to discuss these 9 biochemical roles of gibberellins one by one and its practical applications. So first biochemical role of gibberellins is stem elongation. That means gibberellic acid stimulates elongation of stem as well as leaf. That means the primary role of gibberellic acid or gibberellins is in the elongation of the stem. That means GA plays important role in elongation of stem axis as well as elongation of the leaf also. Elongation of the leaf also. So if the plant is intact, apical parts are intact, then and then only this biochemical role of gibberellin is observed. That means presence of apical meristematic tissue tip is essential for stem elongation caused by these gibberellins. So artificially, if we take the seedlings of radish as well as seedlings of tomato and kept for germination in this petri plate, if we add the appropriate concentration solution of GA or gibberellic acid, then the extraordinary elongation of hypocotyl was reported. That means exogenous application of gibberellin to the seedlings of radish and tomato when they are grown in petri dishes. It shows the extraordinary elongation of the hypocotyl of seedlings in radish as well as tomato. It indicates that this gibberellic acid plays important role in the elongation of the stem axis. Elongation of the stem axis. So this is the natural role or biochemical role or physiological role of the gibberellin. So as far as the practical application of this first physiological role or biochemical role is concerned, if we take the appropriate concentration solution of gibberellic acid and treat the plants of sugarcane. That means if we treat the plants of sugarcane with GA in appropriate concentration, that means in case of sugarcane plant, extraordinary elongation of stem axis takes place. So this is beneficial for the farmers. That means if the length of the sugarcane plant increases, automatically the weight of the plant of sugarcane also increases. That means sugar percentage in the plant also increases. That means per acre yield of the sugarcane crop is enhanced or increased due to the external application of the GA to the sugarcane plants or sugarcane crop. That means this physiological role can be used in the agriculture for increasing the yield in sugarcane crop. That means if we artificially or exogenously apply the appropriate concentration solution of GA to the sugarcane plants, the stem elongation takes place. It is beneficial for increasing yield. That means it is beneficial for increasing the yield of the sugarcane crop. That means this is beneficial activity, beneficial physiological role which is applied in agriculture. Then second biochemical role of gibberellin, reversal of genetic dwarfism. That means some plants are genetically dwarf. That means due to not synthesis of adequate quantity of gibberellic acid, appropriate quantity of gibberellic acid, the plant remains dwarf or plant remains short. For example, the pea plants For example, pea plants as well as corn plants, means maize plants. Some species of the corn are genetically dwarf. Some species of the pea are also genetically dwarf. So if we supply externally the GA solution in appropriate concentration, if we supply GA solution in appropriate concentration to the maize plant as well as pea plant, this genetically dwarf pea plants as well as corn plants attains the normal height. This genetically dwarf pea plant as well as corn plant or maize plant, if we treat with appropriate concentration solution of GA, then this plant becomes the plants of normal height. That means exogenous application of gibberellin to the genetically dwarf plants like pea as well as maize, they becomes the long plants or habit of the plant, short or dwarf habit of the plant changes into the long plants or plants of normal height can be produced by the external application of the gibberellin as well as the sugar beet. Another example which is found in nature. So this rosette of sugar beet is naturally observed. That means due to not synthesis of adequate quantity of GA, the sugar beet plants remains dark, and due to this dwarf habit, rosette of leaves is reported in the sugar beet plant. If we externally supply the GA solution to such sugar beet plant, also the height of the plant, sugar beet plant, also enhances or increases. That means this is the second biochemical role or physiological role of GA. So as far as its application, practical application is concerned, to increase the height of dwarf plants, genetically dwarf plants, these are useful for plant breeding. That means in plant breeding method, different two varieties of this particular plant species are used. So in this plant breeding program, for increasing the height of genetically dwarf plants, if we use gibberellic acid, it is beneficial for increasing the height of the plants which are used for plant breeding program, as well as plants of horticultural importance. If we want to increase the height of horticultural important plants, if we supply the GA solution in appropriate concentration to this any horticultural plant or fruit plant which are cultivated by the farmers for getting more yield, then also in horticultural practices also the exogenous application of GA is beneficial for increasing the height of horticultural plants. So this is the practical application of GA as far as second biochemical role or physiological role of GA is concerned. Then third biochemical role of GA, bolting and flowering. So what is the meaning of this term bolting and flowering? That means if we take an example of annual plant, example of annual plant or biennial plant. So in the annual plants as well as biennial plant, in the first season, the length of the internodes are not showing more growth. That means rosette of leaves is developed. Rosette of leaves. What is the meaning of this term? Rosette of leaves. That means during the first year, suppose this is the plant axis which is growing in the first year. That means leaves are grown by this plant at the internodes which are in crowded appearance. Leaves are produced by these plants are in crowded appearance. Crowded appearance. So this crowded appearance or cluster of leaves which are developed on this plant in the first season is commonly called as rosette appearance of the leaves. So why rosette appearance of the leaves is developed? Because of short internodes. That means elongation of internode doesn't take place very fastly in the first season. But as the plant further grows, the leaves become straight. That means extraordinary elongation of the stem axis takes place in the second season. In the second season or in the second year, in case of biennial plants, in the second year or in the second season. In the second year, the plant doesn't show the rosette of leaves. That means crowding of leaves is not observed in the second year because of extraordinary elongation of internodes. The crowding of leaves is not observed. Crowding of the leaves is not observed. So when internode elongates, the axillary buds are present here. Axillary buds are present in the leaf axils. So these buds are converted into flower buds. These buds are converted into flower buds. That means development of flower takes place in biennial plants in the second year also. Second year only. That means after elongation of the internodes, the axillary bud sprouts and develop into the flowers. That means initiation or production of the flowers in biennial plant takes place only in the second year. It doesn't take place in the first year. That means this process of initiation of flowering is commonly called as bolting process. That means when plant attains maturity, vegetative growth of the plant is when completed, then and then only axillary buds, terminal buds which are present in the plant, they are converted into flower buds. That means for this conversion of vegetative buds which are present in the axillary position of the leaves, two conditions are essential. First condition which is essential is appropriate growth of the plant. That means vegetative growth of the plant. That means when plant completes its vegetative growth and when the plant is exposed to the appropriate photoperiod, appropriate light period or photoperiod, as well as when the plant is exposed to the appropriate low temperature. That means in the second year, after completion of vegetative growth, when plants are exposed to the low temperature of the second year, when it is exposed to the appropriate photoperiod, then and then only the vegetative buds are converted into flower buds. And this process is natural. After completion of vegetative growth, when plant is exposed to the low temperature of nature, low temperature in the winter, in the second year, then and then only flowering takes place and initiation of such flowering in the second year in case of biennial plant is commonly called as bolting and flowering. It is commonly called as bolting and flowering. So practical application of this third biochemical rule. If we want to bear the flowers, if we take any floricultural plant, if this floricultural plant is biennial, so when this biennial plant produces the flowers in the second year, obviously after completion of vegetative growth, when plants are exposed to the appropriate low temperature, appropriate photoperiod, then and then only this biennial plant produces the flowers. This biennial plant produces the flowers in second year. So such kind of economically important biennial floricultural plants or flowering plants, if we want to produce the flowers in 1 year, if we treat these horticulturally important plants, economically important horticultural plants or floricultural plants, biennial plants, the flowering in this plant occurs within 1 year. Flowering occurs within 1 year if we treat these biennial plants with appropriate concentration of GA. That means this biennial plant is converted into annual. Biennial plant get converted into annual, and initiation of flowering takes place in the first year. That means this is beneficial for the farmers for getting the yield by reducing the its duration of reproductive growth. That means this application is utilized in floriculture for reducing the age of the plant and enhancing the flowers in very short duration. That means in 1 annum or 1 year. Then next physiological role or biochemical role, promotion of seed germination. That means naturally each and every viable seed take part in the process of germination. When seed gets suitable conditions for germination like moisture, temperature and air, that means oxygen, seed sprouts, germinates and produces the radicle and plumule. That means if we observe the seeds of some plants seeds requires low temperature. Some plant seeds requires low temperature. Some plant seeds requires long photo period. Long photo period or long light period for initiation of radical plumule, that means for germination. Some seeds requires red light. That means if such light sensitive seeds, some seeds are requiring red light, some seeds are requiring long photo period, some seeds are requiring low temperature. Then and then only these seeds can germinate. But such seeds which are requiring low temperature, long period, photo period as well as long red light for germination process, if we treat such seeds requiring the red light or low temperature or long photo period with GA, these seeds can germinate. That means even though red light is not available, these seeds can germinate. Even low temperature is not available, this seed can germinate. Even long photo period is not available, seed can germinate. That means in such seeds, germination process can be facilitated by the artificial or exogenous application of GA. For example, in case of barley, lettuce, tobacco. So these seeds are also requiring some special conditions for germination like red light or long photo period or low temperature. So if we treat these seeds of barley, tobacco as well as lettuce with appropriate concentration solution of GA before keeping the seeds or putting the seeds in soil for germination, these seeds can germinate easily. That means for increasing the germination percentage, if we treat the seeds of barley, tobacco as well as lettuce with GA, germination percentage can be enhanced. That means dormancy in economically important seeds can be broken and germination percentage can be increased. So this is the practical application of this fourth physiological role. That means we can enhance the germination percentage by treating the seeds with GA. That means for breaking the dormancy of the seed, the GA is treated to the seeds. It facilitates the germination process and germination percentage can be increased. The next physiological role or biochemical role of GA, breaking of dormancy in buds. So during winter season, generally evergreen trees, shrubs, the buds remains dormant. What is the meaning of this term? Dormant. That means bud remains suppressed. They don't sprout and develop into the flowers or develop into the branches. That means during winter season, very higher plants, it may be evergreen plant, trees or shrubs, shows bud dormancy. This is a natural thing. That means dormancy which is shown by the buds during winter season. During winter season, in case of evergreen plants as well as deciduous trees as well as shrubs, dormancy is reported during winter season. If we treat the buds of this evergreen trees or deciduous trees, evergreen trees as well as shrubs with GA. If we treat the buds with GA, then dormancy of the bud in these evergreen trees as well as deciduous trees as well as shrubs, dormancy of the bud can be broken even though adverse conditions are there. Winter season is there. If we treat the seeds, treat the buds with GA, the bud sprouts and develop into the branches, or bud sprouts and develop into the flowers. That means dormancy can be broken by the exogenous application of this GA. So as far as its practical application is concerned, this physiological role can be applied in practice. That means in case of tubers, as well as in case of economically important plants, in case of trees of economically important plants, in case of tubers, in case of economically important trees, the bud dormancy can be broken by exogenous application of GA. Exogenous means if we apply externally the GA solution in appropriate concentration to the tubers as well as economically important trees, the bud dormancy can be broken by artificially by exogenous application of GA. So this is the practical application of this next physiological role, that means breaking of dormancy in buds. Next physiological role or biochemical role of GA is substituting cold treatment and flower induction. That means before exposed to the appropriate photoperiod or light period, plant must be getting naturally the cold temperature of winter. After completion of vegetative growth, if plants are exposed to the low temperature and then it is exposed to the appropriate photoperiod, then and then only flowering occurs in some plants. Some plant means which plants? In case of winter variety plants, specifically, in case of winter variety plants, if plant completes its vegetative growth up to some extent, then when plant is getting the low temperature, plant is exposed to the low temperature in the winter, and then it is exposed to the appropriate photoperiod naturally. If plant is short day plant, if it is exposed to appropriate short photoperiods, then flowering occurs. If plant is long day plant, after completion of vegetative growth, when it is exposed to the low temperature, then it is getting appropriate photoperiod, then and then only flowering occurs in this plant. That means in case of winter variety, this low temperature is must. If low temperature is not available, even though plant has completed its vegetative growth, plant remains vegetative. That means low temperature in the winter season in winter variety plant plays important role in the conversion of vegetative bud into reproductive bud. That means initiation of flower takes place, or flowering process is induced due to the low temperature in the winter. So that this is the natural process. That means winter variety plant requires low temperature during winter season for the flowering process. So as far as the practical application of this physiological role is concerned, for example, the winter variety plants like Gentium, if we treat this Gentium plant, this is the example of winter variety plant, Gentium plant, which is requiring low temperature for initiation of flowering. If we treat this Xanthium plant with GA, even though this Xanthium plant is not getting coldness or low temperature in the winter season, during winter season, even though this plant is not getting low temperature, flowering occurs in this plant. Flowering occurs in this plant due to treatment of GA. That means we can substitute the requirement of cold temperature in this Xanthium plant. That means any economically important floricultural plant as well as any economically important plant, if we want to produce the flower in any time, as per our will, it is possible. That means this physiological role is beneficial for the farmers in order to produce the flowers in any season. Then next physiological role or biochemical role of GA, reversal of sex expression. That means due to external application of GA in some plant species, for example, the members of family Cucurbitaceae, Cucumis sativus, as well as cannabis species. In case of cannabis species, as well as in case of Cucumis sativus or cucumber plant. So these plant produces male flowers, female flowers separate. That means unisexual flowers are produced by these plants in cucumber as well as cannabis species. If we spray the GA solution, on such flowers of such plant like cucumber as well as cannabis species, the change in the sex expression takes place in this plant. That means male flowers are converted into female flowers. That means male flowers can be converted into female flower. That means change in the sex expression takes place due to the external application of GA in such plants which are having or which are naturally bearing unisexual flowers. So as far as practical application of this biochemical role, reversion of sex expression is concerned. In case of cucumber, when large number of fruits are produced, when number of female flower is poor, then only large number of fruits are developed. So if we want to produce large number of fruits, we should increase the number of female flower. And it is possible artificially by external application of GA on the flowers. At that time, some male flowers are produced into female flowers and number of fruits per plant increases. So this is beneficial for the increasing the yield in cucumber plants. So this is the practical application of this physiological role. The next physiological role or biochemical role of gibberellin, parthenocarpy. So we have already seen this physiological role in case of auxins also. Parthenocarpy means development of seedless fruits. So GA also induces parthenocarpy, means external application of GA before pollination and fertilization if the stigmas of the flowers are sprayed with appropriate concentration solution of GA. If we spray appropriate solution of GA on the flowers before pollination and fertilization, development of seedless fruits takes place. That means seedless fruit development is possible artificially by the external application of GA in horticultural plants. In case of horticultural plants, so as far as practical application of this physiological role, parthenocarpy or development of seedless fruits is concerned. So in market today, many varieties of the grapes, for example, Thompson seedless, Sharad seedless, Sonaka seedless. These varieties of grapes are naturally available in market today. So for increasing the size, as well as quality of the fruits in grape varieties like Thompson seedless, Sharad seedless and Sonata seedless, the plants are sprayed with appropriate concentration solution of GA. Then quality of the fruit, size of the fruit can be enhanced or increased. That means this is the beneficial for the farmers for increasing the more yield, for increasing the yield. In case of apple as well as tomato also. In case of apple as well as tomato, for increasing the size of the fruit of tomato, for increasing the size of the apple fruits as well as quality of the apple fruit, if we treat the apple plants as well as tomato plants with appropriate concentration solution of GA, then quality of the apple fruit as well as tomato fruit is also increased, as well as size of the apple fruit as well as tomato fruit is also enhanced or increased. So this chemical activity can be used in horticulture, which is beneficial for the farmers for increasing the yield. Then last physiological role is de novo synthesis of enzyme alpha amylase. So meaning of this term de novo means newly synthesis of enzyme alpha amylase. So this alpha amylase enzyme is generally synthesized naturally during the process of germination, and this alpha amylase enzyme plays important role in the hydrolysis of starch. So in case of starchy foods, starchy seeds, in case of starchy seeds, starch is the major food material. So this starch is converted into simple sugar. Starch is converted into simple sugar by the activity of enzyme alpha amylase. That means at the time of germination, this conversion of starch into sucrose takes place naturally by the activity of enzyme alpha amylase. That means if the embryo is developing embryo is getting this soluble food, then only embryo further develops. That means this alpha amylase activity can be increased by artificially treating the seeds with GA in appropriate concentration. If we treat the seeds with GA before germination, then alpha amylase enzyme activity is enhanced and seed germination process is also enhanced. So as far as practical application of this physiological role is concerned, increased alpha amylase activity in barley seeds. Increase alpha amylase activity in barley seeds is used in beer industry. So this is the practical application of this last physiological role. That means alpha amylase activity, which is enhanced in barley seeds, is beneficial for conversion of starch into sucrose. The sucrose is further converted into beer. That means in beer industry, the seeds of barley are treated in order to enhance the alpha amylase enzyme activity. So that's all about our today's topic, biochemical role and practical applications of gibberellins. Thank you.